Hey everybody, what's up? I cannot believe I've had such good response to these reaction videos. Man, I asked you guys, I asked y'all, what band should I do next? And y'all responded you wanted more Deep Purple. So, okay, sure, sure, we can do more Deep Purple. And you guys are asking for the classics like Lazy, and the one we're gonna do today is Child in Time. Now, I know the studio version very well. I know the version from Granada Studios in 1970 very well, which everybody seems to be reacting to here on YouTube. But I thought, because I like to keep things fresh, okay, and I like my reactions to be real and authentic, no BS. I thought I'd react to a live version I have never seen before. So what we're going to react to today is Deep Purple doing Child in Time live in Copenhagen in 1972. Now this is the classic Mark II lineup, okay, of Ian Gillan on vocals, Ian Pace on drums, Roger Glover on bass guitar, Ritchie Blackmore, the great Ritchie Blackmore on electric guitar, and the magnificent, the maestro of the Hammond, John Lord on Hammond organ. May he rest in peace. As I've said by now, John's my hero, so anything to see Mark II Deep Purple in their prime that's good stuff from me. So before I get into the video, I just want to remind you all to please, if you haven't before, click the subscribe button down below. Ring the bell to get notified so that way you know when I post another one of these reaction videos or any number of videos I might do. I do more than just reaction videos. I'm a guitar player, so I do guitar videos, and I do lesson videos on occasion. If you guys like slide guitar, lap steel, that's mostly what I do. Check out my other videos, please. And of course, give the video a like and leave a comment in the comment section. All these things help drive the algorithm, so that way, more people can see this video and more people can enjoy it like you're doing right now. But so, without further ado, here is Deep Purple, Child in Time, live in Copenhagen, 1972. Let's go. Great John Lord doing that intro. Man. Ooh. Using fourths there, that's pretty cool. Yeah, John and Rich like to riff in fourths to kind of get that medieval sound. So what that means is I'm not sure what chord he's doing there. I know the song is in A minor, but whatever chord the chords he's playing, he's got the root on top and then the fifth, but the fifth is then going to be a fourth below instead of the fifth on top of the chord. So that voicing gets you this very sort of medieval sound. So the riff for Smoke on the Water, exact same intervals, exact same voicing, in case you didn't know. That's why most people play the riff to Smoke on the Water wrong, because they get the chord voicings wrong. And it's that medieval kind of sound that Richie and John were both fond of. Let's keep going.
Sweet child in time, you'll see the line that's drawn between the good and the bad.
Ian sounds so good.
See the blind man.
Oh.
He's shooting at the world.
I love that bluesy inflection in his voice. To see the blind man. I'm not warmed up Forgive my bad singing today, but yeah. It's just he's got that real bluesy feel to him. It's great. It's absolutely great.
The bullets flying, oh, they're taking toll. If you've been bad, Lord, I bet you have. And you've not been hit by flying lead. You'd better close your eyes.
Tell them, Ian.
You'd better bow your head.
Yeah.
Wait for the ricochet.
So right before we get into the really famous bit, and those of you who are a fan of this band know what I'm talking about. I won't spoil it. But just a little bit of interesting background on this tune. So those of you who don't know, this was actually based off a tune by another band from the 60s called It's a Beautiful Day. And they had a tune called Bombay Calling. And the intro that John plays on the organ and the basic chord progression and the melody is sort of based off the It's a Beautiful Day tune. My neighbors are doing something very strange upstairs. I have no idea what they're up to. None at all. But yeah, it's based off this this band called It's a Beautiful Day, Bombay Calling. And I think they were based in San Francisco in the 60s. At any rate, I think the story goes is that I think John or Richie heard the tune on the radio, and they sort of lifted it. And when It's a Beautiful Day found out that Deep Purple had kind of stolen their tune, for lack of a better word, they were like, okay, sure, cool, and we're going to steal one of yours. So then on their next record, on It's a Beautiful Day's next record, they repurposed Deep Purple's tune Ring That Neck. A little bit of tit for tat. So that's a fun little fact. And another fun fact that those of you may not know is that the lyrics are sort of about the Cold War in the 60s and the tensions between the UK, the United States, and the Soviet Union. And sort of that impending fear of war. So that's what all the lyrics about, like bullets and death and destruction are all about. Let's keep going. We're going to get to the really good part now. Oh. The fucking falsetto kills me every time.
I'm crying for you day
Day
and
and
night.
I promise, I have not seen this video before, but I have seen Ian Gillan perform this song with the band so many times in the prime that I pretty much know what he's going to say during this period of the band. This is how much of a Deep Purple nerd I am. And that falsetto, it's so vulnerable and just, oh, it's just heart-achingly beautiful. Here we go. Yeah! Oh! Oh my God!
I wanna hear you say,
Ian. Oh! Oh, Lord! Oh my God! I've heard this tune so many times. I know what's coming. I knew those screams were coming, okay? I knew the note selection that Ian was going to do. But still, every time, without fail, that man sends goosebumps and chills up my spine. Goosebumps, like I've got friggin' goosebumps on my skin right now. That is, it blows my mind to this day. And you, like, in the beginning, right, when he's doing that, let's just go back before he does the screams, okay? So, no, he's still screaming. Okay, right here. Okay, see that? What he's doing there. Excuse my bad singing, I'm not warmed up today. That right there is what we call falsetto, okay? So that's a very light, sort of airy, breathy, high sound. It's kind of gentle, kind of mellow, right? Okay, now, when he goes into the scream, that right there is what we call head voice. Okay? So what that means for those of you who aren't singers is it's really a blend between chest and head voice. It's kind of this mixed voice that he's got going on. But essentially, you've got your chest voice, your lower register, which is based around here in your chest. And then you've got your head voice. And what that means is that when you go up to those really high notes, the voice really kind of lives in the mask of your face. So around your eyes, your nose, your cheeks, that sort of thing. And what you learn to do as a vocalist, okay, is when you want to get up there, you end up learning to focus the vocal resonance, okay, of the note into the mask of your face, the vibrations in the mask of your face. And so you're learning to kind of focus the vibrations in that particular area of your skull, because your skull is going to reverberate. It's weird, I know, but it really does work. And so Ian is not in falsetto here, he's in full head voice. That's amazing. Okay? Now, I know the tune is in A, he's singing a fifth above, so he's hitting the E above high C, which is really high for guys. Okay, I'm a baritone. I can barely squeak up there as it is. Ian's a full tenor here. So, I mean, his range and that rasp and the distortion that he's got on his voice, it's nothing short of incredible. Oh my God. And that wide, luscious vibrato. There he goes. He's got good compression. We're getting distortion on his voice. It's going to go up even higher now. Watch. Oh. So that top note, I can't get up there. But that top note is a high A, okay? That's the A above high C, okay? So, like, we're talking a full octave above the A that's above middle C. So, I mean, Ian had something like a 4 and a bit octave range, I think. That note is what we call an A5, okay? I think Ian could go up to a B5 in his prime, maybe even like a C6. I'm not entirely sure what his range was. I know it was high, and I know he could hit the B5 here in the early 70s when he was in his prime, before he got older and his voice started to deepen. But let's just listen and enjoy, man, because this is a true vocal masterclass right here. What he gets on that screen. kind of got that bolero rhythm going on. All right, John's gonna go. You hear that in the first bit of the solo? He's back to those fourth voicings. He's back to that medieval sound that he loves so much. Alright, he's controlling the sound with the drawbars. Okay, here's Richie. There we go. And obviously they've got it like another time shuffle. Again, what is it with these video directors who never focus on the person who's taking the solo? It's hilarious. Richie's doing one of the most amazing guitar solos I've ever heard in my life, and they focus on Ian Gillan playing bongos. Like, come on. Focusing on the rhythm section. Oh, there. You can sort of see Richie's head. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. That's different. I've never heard John respond back to Richie during the solo the shuffle section. Usually that's all Richie. Well, this is different. All right. Yeah. You can sort of hear little hints of lazy. Yeah, he's got all those blues runs. Oh, that triplet run. Let's back that back up. That really fast triplet run. Let's back that up. Oh, that riff is killer. Oh. So much blues and John's playing here. It's great. Yeah. You can hear Roger Glover join him on that little lick there. That's pretty cool. You can also hear the influence of Jimmy Smith, who is one of the great jazz organists in John's playing, who is one of John's biggest influences. If you guys don't know yet, if you don't know him, check out Jimmy Smith if you want to see where John got his inspiration from. YouTube Jimmy Smith right after you're done watching this video. You won't regret it, I promise you. Ah! Yeah. Oh, killer. Killer chromatic run. Oh my god, I have to hear that again. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just a massive John Lord fanboy. Yes! Oh, that just makes me... I can't say what that makes me feel like doing on here, but it does it. And Ian Pace, come on, keeping that tempo up, keeping that shuffle swinging, so good. What's gonna happen next? Okay, he's playing with some chords. Yeah, so we've got the classical organ over that crazy shuffle. You hear Ian's keeping the shuffle going on the cymbals. It's great. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's so beautiful. You can hear Ian, he's swinging while John's doing his classical thing. It's this great mixture. Like swing and classical. Yeah. Oh. Hands going with him. Hear that rock and roll rhythm Ian's got going on the drums? Great stuff. Great stuff. I love this. I was not expecting this. Like, I was expecting Richie to take his crazy guitar solo as per usual in this section, but this is a real treat. This was a nice surprise. Yeah. Back to the fourths again. Somebody said something, I think, in Dutch there. I couldn't tell what that was. Yeah, that great staccato thing that John does in the rhythm there. That it's really hard to do. I know because I've tried, and I'm not very good at it. But before I took up guitar, I was a keyboard player in another life. And that technique that he does there, that really sort of fast percussive hammering thing that he does on the Hammond, not easy. Oh, John and Richie are trading off. Cool. Yeah, they're building off each other. You hear how they're building off each other? And they're getting that back and forth, and they're kind of repeating the other's phrase back to each other, kind of like what Steve and John were doing, Steve Morris and John were doing in the first reaction video I did for Speak King. Check that out if you haven't already, by the way. But similar thing going on here. This is cool. And that great shuffle rhythm. My God, Ian Pace is a monster on drums. Is he not? cool. All those harmonies that John's doing to Richie's riff, and this is incredible. I've never heard it done. I have never heard Child in Time done like this before. Man, you know what? I'm so glad somebody said do Child in Time. Because if they hadn't, I wouldn't have clicked on this version. This is great. This is unlike anything I've ever heard before. Richie's gonna go. Oh, those blistering licks. You hear what Ian Pace is doing? He's hitting those accents. He's hitting those accents on the strong beats. He's just driving that swing like a train. He's driving that shuffle like a train, and Richie is not stopping with those lightning blistering licks. He's going a mile a minute. It's nuts. This is nuts. Ah, whammy bar, nice. Oh my god. Look at him go. He's like a goddamn barrage. Just the assault of notes. It's just like he's like a fucking hurricane. Just take no prisoners. This is why Ritchie Blackmore is awesome. This right here is why Ritchie Blackmore is awesome. He shows no mercy, he takes no prisoners, he gives no fucks, and that's what makes him great. And he just blisters away and just melts your face off. Incredible. Yeah. He just club. He's just like a badger. He's like a badger. I love it. I love it. Look at him clawing away at that guitar. That poor guitar. Oh god. That poor Strat. Okay, John's joining him on the riff. Harmonizing. Is that riff that they used to end the tune? Probably the section. Wow. What a treat. I mean, that solo section is unlike anything I've ever heard from them. You had John's amazing organ solo. I've never heard him do that in this tune. Not in the shuffle. I'm in the section before the shuffle, sure, but usually the shuffle is just all Ritchie, but just wow. And it's that mix. It's very jazzy, very classically inspired, and then Richie's blistering assault of smash your face in guitar solo. It's the only way I can describe it. Wow. Impeccable. Alright, we're back in. Oh, he's adjusting his Marshall. Ian Gillan is wiping the sweat off his face. After that, I'm not surprised. Was that in sixes? Was that harmony in sixth? I can't tell. My ear's not that good. I'll be the first to admit that. But that was a neat little run.
Child in time, you'll see the line that's drawn between the good of us and the bad of us. See the blind man shooting at the world, the bullets flying.
That was a neat little thing that Ian pasted there on the hi-hat. Cool.
If you've been bad, Lord, I bet you have. And you've not been here.
Yeah.
You've not been hit by flying lead. You'd better close your eyes.
Oh, that run that Ian just did. That woo, bow your head. Whatever, man. Those notes. His face doesn't lie.
Bow your head, yeah.
Wait for the ricochet.
I wanna be inside you.
Okay, here we go. Hear the mics distorting and how powerful he's screaming. Sound like the most musical banshee wails. They sound like banshee wails. If a banshee was screaming and was like an opera or a rock singer, this is what that would sound like. Amazing.
If you're only about 3 foot tall, it don't matter, baby. There's always somebody underneath you. You can never be at the bottom, you know what I mean? Don't feel so bad. And the same applies. You're sitting up there, you think you're the biggest man in the world. There's always somebody up above you. Listen, just be happy. Stick around in the middle somewhere. You know what I mean?
This banter is great, and they're sort of doing it. They're on the 5 chord, so they're on the E chord now, so they're kind of riffing on that E Phrygian kind of mode, but the banter that Ian's got going on is great. I don't know if he's drunk or high here or whatever, but it is marvelous. Oh! What? No, what was that note? No, he did not just hit that note. He did not just hit that note. Oh my God. What note is that? Okay, I'm gonna do what I did in the speaking video. Please, just bear with me for a moment. I must find out what that note is. Let me grab my guitar. No, let's just wind that back so I can figure out, so I can hear the note again. I think that's like an A. That's like an A flat 5. It sounds like an A flat 5 to me. That's really high. It's like a half tone under his A5. Let's keep going. What is he saying? Wow. Well, what a treat. This is a version of Child in Time I will never, ever, ever forget. I mean, this is Deep Purple. This is Deep Purple in their prime. But what a great performance. And so different. With that crazy solo from John. And just the trading back and forth between John and Richie. Just unlike anything I've ever heard before. I don't know what Ian Gillan was rambling on about at the end there. But I love it. Absolutely stellar. Well, thank you guys for suggesting that I do Child in Time, because this was, I'm really happy that I took the time to watch this video with you. So I think that's all for today. We've got some more Deep Purple coming, and we've got an Ian Gillan solo video coming from his solo stuff. So look out for that. But yeah, as always, please click the subscribe button below, ring the bell so you can get notified of when I post another reaction video or any other of my videos. And please check out some of my my guitar videos and my guitar lesson videos if you're into that sort of stuff. And yeah, give the video a like, give this video a like, leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what band I should react to next that is not Deep Purple or Ian Gillan, because as much as I love these guys, we gotta move on to something else eventually. So let me know what other bands I should do next, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.